In the shadows we march, a fire in our soul. Red and black we strike with the truth to unroll. Against the lies of Super Earth's reign, we're chaos divers spreading truth, breaking chains. We don't shoot our own, we just show the way. Freedom's a path we walk every day. We're not the villains nor the heroes in sight, just the ones who give you a glimpse of the light. We swing with the truth, tearing down the lie. Under red and black banners, we rise to defy. Join the chaos, let the freedom flow. The truth is calling and we're ready to go.
Evening Freedom's democratic distributors of detonations? Apparently, my Electro Swing Week inspired some of the soundsmiths within the Liberation fleet, who then ply their talents toward creating something new, and that kind of thing just really makes me smile. Tonight's submission was Chaotic Swing by a good personal friend of mine, Luna Lustfolk, singing a message of hope, freedom, and how Chaos Divers don't shoot other Hell Divers, darn it. Only Scourge Divers like General Burnout or the Butcher do that. Occasionally Dr. Z does it too. I mean, when he's not shooting robots by mistake, that is. Oh, I am gonna pay for that one later. Our top news story for tonight is that the battle for Ilduna Prime was hard fought, but the Liberation fleet simply didn't inflict enough damage to rout the Illuminate raiding fleet. Many industrial specialists and high-profile executives from within the EMTC were abducted, despite the many missions I ran today trying to prevent that. However, just as many were saved, with the Illuminate achieving only 40% of their abduction quota. This could have gone a lot worse. Void ships belonging to the Order portal jumped out a short time ago, and for the moment it looks like the crisis for the transit company is over. Now all that needs to be done is a census to discern who among the inhabitants of this planet is still missing. My heart really goes out to the company. They just can't seem to catch a break with all of this. The Illuminate have since moved on to Heze Bay in the Hanzo sector, a burning hot desert planet with a low temperature of 40 degrees Celsius. Not exactly a popular vacation spot, but the population levels of this planet are fairly sparse, so it is unlikely to further the Illuminate's evil plans. There was a fair amount of news from the business sector today as well. In response to the attack on Ilduna Prime, the venture company made a statement pledging their reserve troop regiments and 50% of their stockpile of military assets to the East Meridia Transit Company, as well as their other allies, which arrived on the besieged planet earlier today. This includes surplus munitions, weaponry, and vehicles, all of which were greatly appreciated by the EMTC Ferrymen, the company's internal military security detail. I am also a member of the Ferrymen, though oftentimes my duties to the Liberation Fleet and to Super Earth at large do end up taking me away from the Meridian sector. Though, compared to my fist units, yeah, those boys were having a bit of a hard time today keeping up with me. Don't feel bad, guys. I've got 1,800 drops completed with these things, and I rack up confirmed kills like bills every time Isabel sees that there's a super steam sale on. Love you, sweetie. Rather interestingly, the Bank of Prosperity chose to invest 29.5 million super credits into the Gunvald Corporation today, as well as the transfer of an IT specialist to fix Gunvald's aging and ailing bookkeeping software, spailing the arms company from bankruptcy yet again. Forgive my ignorance, Helldivers and corporate executives alike, but why and how is Gunvald having so many problems right now? How on Super Earth is an arms-dealing corporation struggling with making money during a war? I mean, is that not the kind of situation where you turn around and have to watch your staff because you might trip over 35 million super credits because the maid only comes in to clean on Mondays? In a surprisingly bold move, the beleaguered EMTC secured a buyout over the Democratic Arms Industries Corporation, bringing them into the fold today. Apparently, the transit company is not nearly as punch-drunk as could first be observed, which is news to me as I have watched every single ward within the EMTC's domain be repeatedly stricken by Illuminate raiding parties and be set varying degrees of on fire. I am told that the transit company chose this location because it was quiet and out of the way, within range of the interior sectors for business, but also close enough to exploit the periphery for its wealth of resources. Now, well, the location is still fine. It's just a real shame about the neighbors. In other news from the galactic sphere, yet another attempt has been made to wrest Vernen Wells from socialistic actuators, and the divers there have made a good first impression. They brought snacks, drinks, and the DSS as well, because the automatons just weren't buried in deep enough craters for our liking. However, the decay values on Vernen Wells remains unusually low at a mere 1%, which is unusual for a border planet. The bots just don't feel like playing ball today. I have some theories on that. Romulus and I have been analyzing the space-time anomalies and have a working theory which chilled us both to the bone. I had figured that our enemies would be making plays on Super Earth from their respective domains eventually, and we would be able to prioritize and stop them in their tracks just like we always do. And then I started to look at the science more closely. Anomalies have been identified within the gloom, on Cyberstan, around Meridia, and on Super Earth itself. I don't think the Illuminate are going to blow through the southern sectors. I think they're going to pull their main fleet through Meridia, and once they get themselves situated, open portals from the gloom and Cyberstan to attack Super Earth directly. I hope that I'm wrong about this. I've been trying to contact the Ministry of Truth all day, but they are not returning my calls. Our enemies are crossing the board and placing us in check. And no one outside the Liberation Fleet knows about this. They're going to bypass every defense we have and destroy our home. Listen, Helldivers. We are facing dire times, and we need each and every one of you. All of our help rests on you now. Only you can do this. So please, I ask you now, 1 week from now, one more time, just stand with me, to do the impossible and kick reality to the curb, to hold the line against the oncoming night. For liberty, for freedom, for democracy, for our way of life, and for Super Earth. I believe in you.